The United States of America, known as Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. America has come to symbolize freedom throughout the world. People from all nations and from all walks of life have called America their home. America has welcomed them with open arms. Indeed, the famed Statue of Liberty is the embodiment of the fulfillment of this dream. In New York's public education system alone, its student body represents 145 countries of the world. The United States is also a very spiritual country, allowing freedom of worship to its citizens. Indeed, religion has traditionally played a large role in American society. Many of the original European colonists came to America for religious reasons. Religion still has a major influence on American politics and culture, more so than in other industrialized nations.
We now invite you to listen to the following discussion with Supreme Master Ching Hai and our association members entitled The Choice of Each Soul in Los Angeles, California, USA in June 1998.
I had this naive idea when I came down here that, although it seemed too good to be true, that after the initiation I would just suddenly feel like a master.
Yeah, why not? Congratulations.
And I felt that...
We have a new master here. I can just step down anytime you're ready.
Well, I'm just wondering, I mean, I felt a little bit the next day, but then my mind sort of got control again. And I'm just wondering, what does the instant enlightenment mean? Does that mean that we are enlightened, but we just have to clear the blocks, or?
Anybody can explain that? Since you are the same boat, you also feel like new masters? Huh? Anybody want to explain that? Here. There's a master here I want to explain to you. Why not we have fun, huh? The more master, the better.
The way I feel about it is we were just initiated into the kingdom of God, and because we're in this world, we have to learn here until we get back home. That's all I can think of.
Bingo?
I'll submit my humble feeling on the matter. There's a difference between mind and the spiritual plane, if you will. What takes place during meditation at times when you're in samadhi, you may not remember what took place. You may not really know what is taking place, but something is taking place. And as you develop, that thing will, in time, it won't happen overnight, it will reveal itself into your present consciousness. Mm-hmm. But just believe and have faith that this thing is taking place in the spiritual realm, because it is. And continue with your practice. Be diligent in your practice and the 5 precepts.
Wow. Master number 1, master number 2. And master number 3.
Regarding harming any sentient beings, how do you feel about, 1, the wearing of leather, and number 2, I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody told me that when silk is collected, the worm is killed. So how do you feel about wearing silk and wearing leather?
I don't feel anything. I don't wear them.
So are you saying that in keeping in accordance with not harming sentient beings, we shouldn't wear silk and we shouldn't wear leather?
No. Nowadays they make silk look very much alike, even better, without the real thing. So you may buy them and wear them. They look elegant, beautiful. Most of my design are from that kind of silk. Some people are sensitive. They don't like to be reminded of slaughterhouse, so they don't wear them. And that is also very good. Okay? But do not condemn people when they wear them. All right?
Dear Master, I have a question about my beloved animals. I wonder if animals reincarnate or if they have an opportunity to change their level.
Well, we all do have opportunity to change our levels, be it human or animals. Yes? They do reincarnate too.
How do they change their level? Can we help them?
Of course. By their own also. Don't forget, they also have God consciousness in them. They are also creation from God. God takes care.
Is it okay to have them with us when we meditate? They seem to enjoy
sure,
being with me.
of course, why not if you want to.
Thank you.
I have a teddy bear when I meditate. Small one like this. It's very cute. Warm. And I bet real animal is more warm, huh? Well, it depends on if your animal don't disturb you, you see. Then it's good. That's a funny story. I probably told it already, but it was in Chinese. It's like this. There was a master. Before he meditated, he always, chase his cat out, of the house and close it. So after he died, the successor or whatever left over, self-proclaimed successor, always chase that cat before he meditate. Yeah. So it is very funny because the cat belonged to the previous master, and of course they're attached to each other. The cat liked very much to always be around the master, and when he meditate, he want to snore around him, so he don't want to be disturbed. Yeah, because sometimes even the cat is quiet, but he meditate long hours perhaps, and the cat want to go out, want to eat, want to snuggle, cuddle, whatever. So the master want to make sure the cat is out, so he can sit as long as he wants. So he chase him out. That's it. Just chase, but not beat him. But the next one always chase that poor cat, even though the cat don't even have anything to do with him. He don't even like him because it's not his master. Yeah, he don't even stick to him. But he always chase after the poor cat, don't even understand anything. Run. Yes. So it depends, you see? Depends on the animal. Yes. Yes, brother?
There's a lot of questions I want to ask you, but there's no time. I have so many, whether it's auditory hallucinations or visions or lower astral world, whatever it is, it happens all the time. But is it the lower astral? Is it auditory hallucinations, or is it truth? Sometimes it's got to be lower, but sometimes it's all loving and bliss.
Fine, then enjoy when it's loving and bliss.
And then, okay, but now...
Ignore the other one.
Then another thing is, I sincerely wish that somebody, and hopefully you, would humble me, because I go through mood swings. Sometimes I get really angry at God for all the suffering, but that's got to be ego, right?
No, it's not. It don't have to be ego all the time, brother. Sometimes we do feel like we are the master, and that's righteously so. It's just that you're not able to keep that consciousness all the time. That's why you have to practice more until you're sure about what you are. I teach you to be a master. That's correct, the way you feel. And in some blissful moment, with abundant grace of God, you do feel you are a master. And that's correct, and that is very correct. It's just you have to practice more in order to keep that feeling all the time. That's all. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right? If you feel angry at God, well, go ahead, tell Him. If you feel loving, go ahead, tell Him. He doesn't care whether you're angry with Him or you're loving Him. As long as you do your stuff, focus your attention, and don't forget Him.
Okay.
And change yourself for the better.
Okay.
We get angry with God because sometimes things are too overwhelmed for our mind. Too much. Despite our best effort, things still doesn't go right the way we expect. Yeah? But in a long run, in a grand design of the universe, everything is correct. Everything is perfect. So it's all right. You just be yourself, and God like that. God doesn't like phony praise and fake emotion. It's okay. All right, brother, be yourself. You are what you are. And when you understand completely, then you will no longer be angry with God. And that's all right. He has eternity to wait for you.
Master, what causes poverty?
No, nothing causes it. Just the way it is. Well, I wish I could tell you that because the man is stupid, lazy, or don't have opportunity, but it's not the case. Some people are very intelligent, very diligent, still cannot make it. Right? So it must be the way they have chosen to do that. Their karma, you can blame it for an easy way out. It's just, in the universe, somebody has to be poor, some people has to be rich. So you see some lousy guy are very rich, some good people are very poor. So when you look at that, you blame God for being unfair. No, it's not. Some people chose to be poor. They like it. It served their purpose in enlightenment. This is their choice. It's all right. But we have to assist them whenever they need. And if it's in our means, we always have to do our best to assist the less fortunate people, be it in material or in spiritual need. Understand? But that's all. No judgment. No why, how, what. It cannot. It's too much question.
So if a person chooses to get out of poverty, then they can?
The person what?
Chooses to get out of poverty, then they can?
Oh, they can. Then it's in their destiny that first they are poor and later they're rich. Just like me.
What causes people to be mean to another person?
Same like poverty. We can explain a lot, write a book about it, but actually there's nothing really makes sense. Nothing is really true about what we say about anything in this world. Everything just appears so. Like he appeared to be mean to that person, but actually he's good to that person. He appeared to kill the person, but actually he's not. Yeah? And he appeared to push that person to the edge, but actually he's helping him to elevate. And why that person treat the other person bad is all very complicated pattern of karma, and then it boils down in the end to nothing. There's nothing at all, no enemies, no bad guys, no good guys. It's all the very wonderful, intricate drama of the universe. And we do enjoy them all, that's why we play them every day. Yeah. Don't worry about it, everything is perfect. It's just sometimes our time is up, okay? Like us here, our time is up. So we're not going to play longer in this physical drama. We're prepared to go home. We just play our last assignment. The contract is ending. But we don't just step out near the end of the movie just because we're going to sign contract with another company. We play the last minutes of the film to finish it, okay? That's why we're still living in here. That's our last minutes of the play. Other people, they still continue to play their part, and they like it. They so like it. It doesn't seem so to the mind and to the physical understanding, but everybody is playing wonderfully. Nobody complains at all.
In your trek to become who you are, was anybody ever mean to you, like really viciously, cruelly mean to you?
Let me think. This thing I forgot. I don't really think so. Well, I used to have a classmate. She was mean to me. I was very famous in school. That was when I was primary school. Yeah. I am beloved by all my teachers, as my teacher would have told you, one of my teachers. And that girl, she's also my cousin. I don't mention the name. Every time from school, if I happen to walk with her, she scolds me from the first minute we left the class until the last minute when I enter my house. We live near each other, just cross the street. And she just say all kind of things about me, and I could not imagine why she say that. So I just kept quiet all the time. And that's how I learned to be humble. And now I think about it, I think she was my great teacher. Because I was too famous. She has to balance my life. She couldn't let my ego run ahead of me, you know. I was too beloved, too famous, too good. Always first in the class, and everybody loved me. So she's the only one who took on the dirty job, of polishing me. And there are also some other people who crossed my path, who always humble me in some way. But later we were all friends. I never had any hatred, as far as I remember, since I was a child. Never ever had hatred in my heart. I always treat the people who treat me badly good. I treat them good. And that's why sometimes they turn around and call me a living Buddha. Before I even took over this job, I was a teenager. Yeah, because the way I treat them. I don't hold any grudge or resentment. Never ever feel anything bad about these people. Ever. I just feel nothing. Yeah, just maybe surprised.
I want to thank you for everything and for the initiation and for talking. And I was really impressed by your speech at UCI.
Oh.
I first started meditating before this, and my father had tried to commit suicide.
Oh.
And it was a very revealing and human experience for me because I was able to see his human side. That's how I see it, as we all have, fragile side.
Yes.
And it developed a lot more compassion in me. Mm-hmm. And so when I meditated, I felt a lot of feeling, a very good feeling, because I developed a lot more compassion. And when you were talking about that we're all children of God, and that I believe that also that part of your message is we have a right to be happy inside of ourselves, and
yes.
and that brings us closer to God, or closer to whatever we might want to call it, because everybody has many different names. And the other thing is also lately I've gotten a better relationship with my wife, and we have different personalities. I was a much more passive type of person, and I've given her some space, and the relationship's gotten a lot better, and become more tolerant. And I've noticed that about this meditation has helped me just feel more centered and see the beautiful parts of people, even when they might even say something disturbing or something. I try to solve the problem, and it's been very helpful. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thanks God. That's good to hear. Very, very good to hear.
Thank you for spending the time with us on Between Master and Disciples. Please join us again tomorrow for the conclusion of The Choice of Each Soul. And now Planet Earth, Our Loving Home, up next on Supreme Master Television right after Noteworthy News. May you have many days of joy filled with heaven's loving grace.